What's going on, everybody? Sorry, we're a couple minutes later than our normal start time. We were just finishing up a 10 mega box break that we ran with this T-shirt as part of the giveaway for that break. I like the move by Topps to add T-shirts to the option to buy T-shirts with the megas this year. So that I don't remember seeing them do before. The mega boxes themselves were probably not as cool as the T-shirt. Not all that much color coming out of the megas that we ripped tonight. Let's see, what do we have going on in the chat? We have Joe, Kevin, Sean, Chris, Alex, Rowdy. Busy chat already. I love it. Let's see, Kevin needs some Acuna Jr. hits. Hope you're doing well, Sean. Yes, we have some unpaid, not unpaids, but some leftovers. I have to check to see if we have any unpaids. I was kind of trying to rush to get all of this done as quickly as possible with the mega break. So our two leftover lots, we have the American League and National League leftover pros lot. The American League Vets lot is $6.50 for the players in the chat. Joe grabbing those with the quick fingers. Joe, you got it. And the National League lot coming in as well. We got Joey G needed some Slater Tot tonight. I saw you had Slater Tot and what was it? George Clausen was your other guy. And Alex grabbing the NL. Alex, you got it. That lot is $5.50 for those 14 players for you, Alex. And that was Joe that took the AL lot for $6.50. And here we go. So we got Steve in here tonight looking for some Cam Smith, Connor Griffin, and Walker Janik. The inserts were 20, Alex. Alex, speaking up and messaging me before the break and getting the inserts. Alex was on top of things tonight. Good luck to you too, Kevin. Let's see. Joey G saying iPhone wasn't letting you bid, so you tried Clausen on your iPad and it worked. So 2 spots for Joey G tonight. Thank you, Alex. Did you send that PayPal or Venmo? All card ship even base in my breaks. Yes, Kevin. Alex, just let me know if you sent that PayPal or Venmo because I didn't see. Oh, sending PayPal. Okay, awesome. Don't hate on Clausen. I definitely don't hate on Clausen. Big time pitching prospect. No, you're not going to find any Clausen hate in this break. Rowdy, what? I saw you were in Brian's break the other day. I feel like was there a big Angels hit that you got in that break? Maybe Cole Fontanelle was the person I was thinking, and I was wondering if you had him. All right, let's get this one started. So we have our 3 3 hobby boxes, 2 jumbos. Oh, let's give you guys a choice like we usually do. I have enough boxes here to bring some options out. These are going to be the 3rd, 4th, 4th, 5th, and 6th hobby box from the fresh case. And then these were all standalone boxes, technically, of jumbos. Even though they were ordered directly from Topps. And there were 10 of them. They decided to send them as 10 standalones instead of just sending a case and an extra 4 standalones. So we have our boxes here to choose from. Just saw the PayPals come through. Thank you, Joe and Alex. And let's see. Siren's going. Hopefully that means really good things for the whole break. Pulled you a color to 250 True Blue Auto. Nice. That was the Fontanelle, yeah. Oh, wait, it was? Oh, well. Okay. We'll take the extra boxes down then. We'll make it quick then. No choosing it is. We have the boxes, and here we go. So now everybody gets to thank Alex and Steve for choosing the boxes. No pressure, guys. All right, let's get this thing started with a hobby. Let's get started with some orange. We've been pretty good. I don't want to jinx it and say that there's been a lot of orange, but there's been a lot of orange in these breaks. At least one every break. So fingers crossed we can keep that one going again tonight. I was gonna say like I mentioned before, but that was in the mega box break. We had Brian pull a red shimmer Gary Gill Hill on Thursday, I believe that was. And that was for Takumi. Speaking of, we got Greg looking for some cruise autos. That would be very sweet. Let me just double check and make sure we don't have any players that are unpaid for. Forgot to check that before we got that box open. We have Travis Bazzano went for 20. If anybody wants to pick up Travis Bazzano, that spot hasn't been paid for. We did hit a gold auto of Bazzano in one of our breaks earlier. You just watched to hear me say orange. Do I say orange with a weird accent? I never knew that before. Looks like, yeah, Bazzano's still there if anybody wants. It looks like Sean was thinking about it and then said, never mind. Let's look at some stuff ripping while we wait for people to have a chance to grab that Bazzano spot if they want. Oh, Chris said he would take him. That's why. Okay, Chris, you got it. Let me cancel that spot in eBay, and Chris will get Bazzano. All right, Bazzano is cleared for you, Chris. Let me just write down in my spreadsheet to make sure I have that written down that Bazzano is yours. All right, good to go, Chris. And I saw Venmo come through, assuming that was you. I appreciate you sending that over quickly. I'm afraid my keyboard's going to fall on me if I put it there. So let's put it over on the other side. And here we go. Orange PJ Morlando would be wonderful. That would be wonderful. All right, we have 3 packs open, ready to go. I think I see an X-Fractor in this one to start. And we got a Dylan Cruz on the board early for who is asking for Cruz? Greg with the Rockstar insert. Actually, we sleeve up all of our cruises. Charles McAdoo and Romeo Sanabria, our first 2 chrome cards of the break. We have a top 100 Carson Williams going to the insert only spot right off the bat. One of the biggest names possible. Santiago Suarez and Steven Echevarria chromes. Jonah Tong on the board early and Dylan Fine. So couple cards to get in penny sleeves there. Outbid for Bazzano. Went for 21 tonight. I'd say it's about average for him. All right, let's see. What else do we have going on in the chat? Alex says, good luck to whoever sniped you on Franklin Arias. We have had a lot of good Franklin Arias breaks. So we'll see if tonight's another one of those. We have a Reptilian coming up. We did not have an X-Fractor in that first stack like I thought I saw. Let's see. We do. Rowdy, we actually just finished a team break. I ripped one at 9:15. It was a Mega Box team break. And that was through our Facebook group. Oops. Let me copy the Facebook group info into the chat for anybody who is interested in joining any of our team breaks. Kevin looking for a red Acuna or an auto. I don't know if there are Acuna autos in this product, but red would be crazy. Wouldn't mind making that happen. Maybe an insert auto of Acuna. I know he's on one of the inserts, so maybe there is an autograph of him in that insert set. We have a Harry Ford top 100, Aiden Smith, and Jack Lyons chrome. Kadeem Diao and Humberto Cruz chromes. First hit coming up, and behind the Bryce Eldridge, which also goes to the insert only lot, we have a Reptilian, first of a nice prospect, first Reptilian, Eduardo Quintero. Blake Walters behind that. We had a nice Eduardo Quintero break in the Mega Box break, and that is continuing on into the hobby portion of the night. Quintero Reptilian is a very nice way to start the Reptilians. Put that one there. We have not pulled an autograph yet, so autographs could still be in any row. There is an Acuna auto. Is that on the I have no idea what the name of those inserts are. We have a purple coming up here that could be in the auto spot, so let's go right to this pack. Roki Sasaki, and the purple is a first. It is not an autograph. Fabian Lopez. We have not pulled many Fabian Lopez hits. 208 of 250, purple Fabian Lopez. Giancarlos Lara in chrome there as well. So our first numbered card of the break goes to Marlins prospect, Fabian Lopez. We got two more packs there. There's a couple of them in there. Saw a box of Megas, which had two of the SP Retros. You mean the Bowman logo foil things? I did hear that those were a possible thing that you could pull in Megas. We have a Roki Sasaki Rookie of the Year favorites, Dowell Joseph and Owen Wild chromes. Aaron Judge on whatever this insert set that I still don't know the name of is, and Lazaro Montes. Elvin Garcia, and there is Slater Tot. Slade Caldwell getting on the board in box number 1 for Joey G. Our first big name chrome hit of the first 9 packs, besides Quintero on the Reptilian. First base big name, I should say. They're in base packs? Ooh, interesting. That's weird. I've never seen any hit out of a base pack in a Mega Box before, so that's definitely a new thing. The Royals, wait, is that true, Darren? The Royals are already calling up Cags? I mean, he's been unreal in the minors so far. Whoa, a couple people saying it. Cags getting the call. What a night. I thought that the call up of Cole Young might have been the biggest call up news that we were going to talk about tonight, but Cags, that is awesome. We have a Nick Kurtz VIP, and we have a Reds prospect on the mini diamond, a Smith Pena, Alex Mooney, chrome. We have a red rookie coming up of Drew Thorpe. Behind that, lots of flipping in this stack. We have a Paulinho Santana and Jacob Wright chrome. And an Alex Freeland top 100, Johnny Lavelle chrome, and Luis Morejo chrome. So finished 2 stacks, no autographs. That's Slightly concerning. Oh, no, this is a hobby box. We only have one. I thought we were in a jumbo box for a second. I thought we were about to be missing an autograph. Let's see. What else did I just miss in the chat? You can get red rookies in the base packs. That we got a few of. That's true. Yeah, we got red rookies there as well. So, yeah, base packs definitely have some hits in megas this year. Pulled the Junior Caminero retro foil. That's a cool hit. Guys in fantasy saying he's getting the call. Sounds like it. Got a couple people saying it. Is that Judge what they call hobby stars? That could be it. I'll go with it, Takumi. I don't know what the answer is, but hobby stars sounds like a logical name. So I'm gonna, as long as I remember it next time I pull one, I'm gonna stick with that. Jeff Bassan reporting CAG's news. So likely true. Damn. Did everybody catch Cole Young getting a walk-off fielder's choice in his first game ever? After getting the call up for the Mariners. I don't think we have Michael in here today, our resident Seattle fan, to celebrate the occasion. We have a Caden Dana Rookie of the Year favorites and a wave refractor to 350 first of Nibel Mariano. Arun Escobar getting a base chrome. Sebastian Walcott VIP. Andrew Morris and Emil Morales chrome. Charlie Condon chrome. And Yancel Luis chrome. So a few nice names there in those three packs. Condon getting on the board in chrome for the first time. Arun Escobar getting his first chrome card of the break out of box number 1. And Nibel Mariano getting a numbered refractor, wave to 350. So a couple of Reds prospects on the board already in with hits. You have Shoei striking out to start. Oh, no, that's Freddie striking out to start the 9th in the game in the background. Still looking for our autograph here. Joey G confirming that the name of the set is indeed Hobby Stars. So Hobby Stars it is. I will finally be able to not say this insert of Aaron Judge. It's exciting. Someone already stashed CAGs in your fantasy league? Oh, I'm sure. I mean, the power potential there is crazy. We have an X-Fractor coming up here. We have CAGs there on the greatness loading. We have CAGs again on the X-Fractor. Good night for that. Nick Kurtz. On the base, we have a base autograph of big-time prospect Joffrey Rodriguez. Nice way to do the autograph in the hobby box there, Joffrey. The Hobby Stars, Jackson Holiday, Braden Montgomery, and Mitch Jebb getting chrome. Noble Meyer on the top 100, going to the insert-only spot. Ashley Andujar and Cam Caminiti. Rounding out stack number 3 out of hobby box number 1. Nice, very nice way to do the autograph in the hobby box. If it's going to be base, Joffrey Rodriguez, definitely one of the top 10 in this product. Now with the Red Sox, I'm going to take down the Smith Pena. We'll move over the Nibel Mariano, and we'll get that big-time autograph there in the middle. And I'm actually, since it's, I guess it's going to be referred to as CAG's night, CAG's call-up night, we're going to get that up there too. I'm going to switch the X-Fractor out for the Nibel Mariano, and we'll get CAG's up there in the background, and we'll make sure we can see the backgrounds. All right. Keeping things moving. 6 more packs left from the hobby box. Let's see, we have 2 chrome color hits here. No color in the paper yet, so maybe we at least have that we're still chasing. We had the X-Fractor, we had the Mini Diamond, and we had a Reptilian. So maybe just the paper refractor that we might be chasing in this final stack here. We have a Brooks Lee Rockstar Rookies. Eduardo Quintero having a nice break in our second break tonight. Zach Showalter. Chrome first. Josue Briseño on the top 100. Carson Benj and Jacob Bresnahan chromes. Engith Arena and Wenhui Pan chromes. Slade Caldwell getting the paper. We'll get a sleeve on that Quintero and a top load on the Quintero. I was tracking a blue auto of Quintero because we had pulled one earlier and somebody posted a blue auto for auction. I want to see what the market had it at. It went over 400. So the Eduardo Quintero market is doing very well. Quintero, one of the best players in this product, so it makes sense that his market would be hot, but that is a really nice sale there for a blue auto of Quintero. A little color match there, of course. Did you pass a base Acuna Jr.? It is possible. I haven't really, besides looking for color in the papers, I've kind of just been scanning through them. Termarr Johnson, top 100, goes to the insert only lot. And Alex, you get that Termarr Johnson, Matt Tugboat Wilkinson, Christian Campbell. Brian got a Tugboat auto on Thursday. Eduardo Quintero, 2 base chromes. Eduardo Quintero having a night. Hyung-Chan We have another Reptilian coming up, and looks like no color in the papers in this one. Brooks Lee Greatness loading. Matt Wilkinson getting the Reptilian, another nice Reptilian. Luke Sennard on the base, paper, and chrome to finish off box number 1. So Tugboat having a nice box at the end there, getting a Reptilian and a base. Hyung-Chan adding a base, and Eduardo Quintero adding a second base to his Reptilian already on the board. So Quintero spot feasting tonight. Was that Darren who grabbed Quintero tonight? He's a Dodger. Can be a false positive. I don't know. They develop pretty well. Sometimes it takes a while because they might not get to the majors for a while, but I've heard good things. All right, we're going to go right into a second hobby box, and then I'll let you guys decide after this if we want to switch it up and go jumbo before we go to the last hobby. We're keeping things moving into the second box of hobby. There's the empty second box. They do tend to be able to pay top dollar for their guys. Let's see, save the best for last. Kevin saying save the jumbos till the end, it sounds like. We have an X-Fractor for sure coming out this time. All right. Hobby Legends of Paul Skeens. Bazana VIP. First Bazana Chrome on the board is an insert. Fernando Cruz and Yansa Luis Chromes. We have a Winston Santos and Christian Campbell back on the board. X-Fractor up behind this Hagen Smith Greatness loading is not a first this time. Fernando Cruz and Mitch Jebb. So it looks like we may be seeing a repeat collation again in our first 2 boxes. We had that happen last week too. Fernando Cruz with the first hit of the box with the X-Fractor. Let's see. Save the jumbos. Takumi agrees. Joey G says Kevin is right. Don't mind waiting for the red Slater Tot auto that's sitting down there in one of those jumbos. Any auto will do. All right, here we go. We have some color coming up here, a couple of colors coming up here. Let's see what we have. Purple pattern Bo Bichette. Believe that goes to the AL leftover spot. And a gold first chrome. Is it going to be an auto? Yes, I believe so. Luis Morejo. So gold, Luis Morejo, 42 of 50 auto out of the second hobby box. Not one of the biggest chases in this product, but there have been Cardinals infielders who weren't big chases when they were in this product, like Ganau, who ended up being big-time prospects. So first baseman Morejo, gold auto, not a bad one there out of a hobby box. Ichiro Kano Hernandez and Cam Caminiti chromes. We have a top 100 Franklin Arias, Drew Jones, and Arun Escobar back on the board in chrome. Rookie of the Year favorites Kobe Mayo, Fabian Lopez, and Emil Morales finishing out the first stack. So not a bad way to do a hobby auto. Any gold auto we'll take in a hobby box for sure. Bo Bichette going to the AL lot. I'm pretty sure I remember that being the case. Let's scroll up and make sure I'm right. It is correct. That is going to the AL lot. And let's see. Ever pull a printing plate? We did. We pulled a printing plate 2 weeks ago, I think it was. It was a Mike Trout printing plate. No auto on it, but still, any Mike Trout 1/1 is a great card to pull. The person who had that spot messaged me, and it was him and his kid's first break, and they were very excited to see the printing plate. So I was very excited that we can make that happen for them. First one of those we pulled in a while, though. There was I can't even remember what the last printing plate we pulled, honestly, before that was. I know we've pulled a few, but it's been a while. All right, let's see what color we can get now. We have a Nick York Rookie of the Year favorites, chrome of Kevin Castillo, and Slade Caldwell having a nice break. 2 on the board already in the first 2 boxes. Christian Moore, Greatness Loading, Cole Fontanelle, and Jack Lines, chromes. Lots of Angels in the last few packs. Esteban Gonzalez and Humberto Cruz on the board. Second time for Cruz. First time for Gonzalez. Second time for Slade. He is hot. Maybe he will get that auto tonight. It's been a couple of breaks since we pulled an auto of him. Well, 59 games, 50 losses, fewest decisions to 50 losses in MLB history since 1889. Yee. Mab, it's a good thing you decided to not be a Rockies fan anymore. And they get the Mets again midweek. See some hits coming up here, I believe. Looks like maybe a mini diamond. Yep. We have a Carson Benj VIP. Chungtae Chen on the mini diamond. Jacob Wright chrome. We have a red rookie coming up of River Ryan. Brian pulled his number to 10 paper on Thursday. No more Lando yet. McAdoo we've had. Bishop Letson and Luis Morejo. Morejo having a nice night. Top 100 of Jason Churio, Esteban Mejia, and Owen Wild chromes. So looks like half the chromes in this one are repeats. So we are at least getting some new names in box number 2. River Ryan, our second red rookie. Trying to remember who the other one was. Has anybody else made it to any games this year? I ended up going to the Wednesday game. I think I mentioned this in the mega break. Went to the Wednesday game at Citi Field because it was rescheduled from 7 p.m. to 7 p.m. to 1 o'clock. So people were just selling off their tickets. We have a Blue Wave Chrome coming up here behind the Jacob Wilson Rockstar Rookies. And it is a first on the blue. And it is, say his name, and there he is. U Vandal. A color match Blue Wave Charles McAdoo, numbered 49 of 150 going to you. That is a nice looking color match there. Good centering on that one too. Jacob Bresnahan on the chrome. There's another Slade paper. Felny and Celestin top 100. Corey Lewis and Wen Hui Pan chromes. Kevin McGonigal on the board for the first time in chrome, and Alex Mooney. So nice stack there between the McAdoo color match and the McGonigal chrome. Beauty there. Nicest McAdoo we've pulled so far. That'll go up in the display for sure. I think I'll even, you know what? I'll move over the Quintero. All right, there we go. Headed to the High A Red Sox game later this week. That's in Florida, right, Alex? Big dumper cards trending up yet. What's that? Is that Wilkinson? Yeah, so I got to the Met game on Wednesday. Ended up getting tickets for under $100 to sit behind home plate, $75 to sit behind home plate. Not a bad situation there. And then ended up sitting down the first baseline at the game on Saturday. Caught a ball that Tyrone Taylor threw into the stands, into our section, and passed it off to a little kid. So the little kid got to go home with a game used ball. So some excitement at the Mets games this week. Jefferson Rojas, top 100, going to Alex. Cags back on the board in chrome. Hyung-Chan Lucas Ramirez, Manny's son, on the board with Luke Sennard in chrome there. James Wood on the board for the first time in an insert there. Greatness loading. And Wen Hui Pan on the Reptilian. Zach Showalter chrome. Cal Raleigh. Right. I do not remember seeing any, definitely no color of Cal Raleigh. I don't know about paper if I've scanned through any of his. Greenville, South Carolina is the Red Sox High A. Hoping to get a couple of Franklin Arias and Joffrey autos. That would be a very good outcome to the game for sure. All right, last stack here. Couple of color chromes out already. A gold auto out of this one. We have our mini diamond. We have at least one reptilian and an X-Fractor. So still no color. Oh, no, we did get the Bo Bichette purple pattern paper. So let's see what options we still have to pull here out of this last stack. We have a Spencer Schwellenbach Rockstar Rookies, Kellen Lindsay and Dylan Fine chrome. Colson Montgomery top 100 goes to Alex again in that insert only spot. Edglin Perez and Connor Griffin chromes. Oh, what a night for this to keep happening. Cags Refractor. 107 of 499 there for Cags. D'Angelo Ortiz getting the last chrome in that row. Cags having himself a night, an X-Fractor, as well as a refractor on the board now. 107 of 499 there for Cags. Good looking refractor too. I don't know why that looks so clean on the number to 499 Cags card. Real nice there for the call up of the night. 2 Cags hits. Thomas, the mega break was not the best break we've ever had in terms of hits. Not a lot of color, no ink. We started off with 2 back-to-back packs with color in them, and then 0 the rest of the break. All right, final 3 packs of Hobby Box number 2. Pinchy ads? What? Going on? Adventure Life Nova in the break. All right. Let's see. We have a top 100 Jet Williams. Another one going to the insert only spot. Rafael Flores on the board for the first time, and Blake Walters. Hobby Legends Otani, first Chrome Otani of the night. Ricardo Yan and Romeo Sanabria Chromes. We have another Reptilian coming up here. Leo DeVries VIP, and the Reptilian is Andrew Morris, with Steven Echevarria finishing off. Hobby Box number 2. So Andrew Morris adding the hit, Otani adding some chrome, and Rafael Flores getting his first chrome. All right. We said we want to go through all of the hobby, so we will do the last hobby box before we switch over to jumbos. A couple of nice hits on the board in these first couple boxes. Nice McAdoo, couple of nice Cags. Yafir Rodriguez getting a base auto. Luis Marijo getting a gold auto. So no monsters yet, but some pretty solid hobby hits. All right, and we have hobby box number 3 of the night empty. I feel like I keep putting this in this left corner, so I'm going to go to this one first because it seems like it doesn't have a ton of hits in it. And let's go this way, and that way. Switch up the order of what we've been opening up these packs in. See if we can save some fun for the end of these boxes. Watch, now we'll pull the autograph out of the first pack. Let's see. So far, Ronald Acuna has been quiet for Kevin. Thomas pulled a gold, George Lombard auto gold to 50. Was that a first that you pulled today? Caught a Target restock and got 2 megas out of 40. The George Lombard wasn't out of a mega, was it? Is he in the mega checklist and I just didn't know? All right, here we go. Box number 3 starting. We have a Drew Romo Rookie of the Year favorites on the die cut. Sean Keys and Malcolm Moore. So getting a new collation. We love to see the variety. Kyle Teal, Greatness Loading. Jesus Tolero and Aspel Gonzalez Chromes. We have a fuchsia or maybe a rose here on the paper. It is a rookie, and it's Adrian Del Castillo on I believe this is either pink or rose, number 26 of 175, Bo Walker and Cameron Sullivan Chromes. So lots of new names in that first stack. We like that. Del Castillo getting some rookie color. Ooh, and I was trying to make sure I didn't hit the light out and move the stack over, and in the process, I turned the light out. Let's see. From the new megas, there was a George Lombard auto. That's sick. I did not realize that there were other. I guess I have to take a look at the auto checklist for the megas. Didn't realize that was in there. Pulled a Sheneng Lin Inc. out of 2 mega boxes Takumi. So at least some people are hitting some stuff out of megas. No base cards. Yep, just the auto option. Well, that's not a bad option to hit, and clearly you did well on it. Congrats, man. That is massive with the way his market is looking right now. I can't believe that I let that market go by before Lombard blew up. I liked him, and he was a Yankee, and for some reason I just never bought any of him. All right, we have a mini diamond coming up here. Matt Shaw VIP, Max Clark on the mini diamonds, Hyung Suk Jang on the base chrome. We have another red redemption rookie, and it's Haesung Kim. We have a purple wave of Josh Noth, or fuchsia wave, I guess, to 199. Like I said, I moved the stack that I figured there would be the least hits in, and we've had like 4 hits already in this stack this time. Jose Perdomo base chrome, and Travis Sikora with the top 100, Gary Gill Hill, and David Ortiz Jr. getting chromes to finish off an eventful stack number 1. You never know where the hits are going to come in hobby boxes, I guess. Josh Noth, the first rounder from 2023, 33rd overall, getting the fuchsia wave. Max Clark, the former first overall, third overall pick, getting the mini diamond. And I need to open up some more top loaders. Chris hit the green McGonigal auto. I forgot that they don't put firsts on the autos in mega boxes. I feel like that's kind of annoying, but any green McGonigal auto, nobody's going to be complaining about. I'm sure that's going to sell well if that's your move on McGonigal. He sold low tonight. I was surprised because he's back off of the IL for the first time since this product released, and he's been hitting again. And his price actually dropped in comparison to where he's been selling in this break. So maybe it's time to stack up on McGonagals. Maybe for some reason there's not a lot of love for him right now, even though he's playing again and hitting. You have a Madej paper. We've not said Madej's name yet tonight, so getting him on the board in paper at least. Let's see. Lombard struggled for a while at the start of his pro career, but once he figured it out, the rise has certainly been epic and quick. Have the green shimmer first auto also. Yep, you are the green auto retail caller of McGonigal. Luis Angel Acuna on the Rookie of the Year favorites. Ismael Javier and Quinn Matthews getting on the board with Chrome. We have a Cags again VIP insert. Thomas White on the board for the first time. Didier Fuentes. Jesus Madej there in paper. You know, we'll sleeve that one up since it's his first time on the board. And he's the biggest chase in the product. Leo DeVries and Samuel Basayo. Anybody thinking about Andrew Salas yet? I'm assuming that Andrew Salas will be in 2025 Bowman Chrome, but kid is not even 17 years old yet and hitting at the single A level for the Marlins. I thought that Elian Pena was going to be the big chase, the big money free agent this year that the Mets signed, but with what Andrew Salas has been doing already, combined with the fact that he's the brother of Ethan Salas, might be the big chase in the next release of Bowman. Looks like pink paper is numbered to 175 and fuchsia is to 299. Thank you, Takumi. Let's see. I believe the Mega Mojo one had a first on the corner. Seeing Jesus Madej, image variation, auto number 25, and regular Mojo auto pulled. Okay, that's interesting. So there is the option to do that. We have an X-Fractor coming up here. Final X-Fractor of the night, at least in the base form, you would think. Luis Angel Acuna, greatness loading, and Winston Santos getting the X-Fractor. We have a Reptilian coming up here as well. Bazana getting chrome for Chris. Is this going to be a base Reptilian or is this orange? Are we going to sneak an orange in here? We are, and it's the auto. Whoa. That came up real quickly. Orange auto. I've never seen an orange Reptilian auto before. Yancel Villarroel. So I still hesitate to call that a monster hit there, but an orange auto is always going to be appreciated. So out of the 3 hobby boxes, orange auto, gold auto, and base Yafri Rodriguez is certainly not a bad way to do things. Sammy Hernandez, Yafri Rodriguez, Chrome. We have an Alejandro Rosario top 100. PJ Morlando finally making an appearance. And Chase Mobley. I still want to know how I'm saying orange weird. Why won't this penny sleeve open? There we go. Chase Mobley getting the sleeve. PJ Morlando finally on the board. Yafri back on the board for the first time since his autograph. Winston Santos getting the X-Fractor. And I did not curse things by saying we've been hitting an orange in every break. We pulled it off in the last hobby box tonight. Yancel Villarroel. Orange Reptilian auto. Let's see. Let's stack the CAGs there, and we'll get that on the stand. And better yet, orange color match there with the Houston jersey. Even though he's not wearing orange in the picture, he's still got the orange Houston logo in the corner. So orange color match there for Villarroel. Alex says, keep Salas quiet, please. It's your Marlins secret. Nobody heard me say that then. This is the biggest pack I've ever seen or ever felt. Let's see if there's anything to that. JJ Weatherholt on the Hobby Legends. Travis Bazzana on the top 100. Tank Kentz and George Clausen on the Chrome. So maybe there was an extra insert in there. That pack felt super thick. Weatherholt, have not said his name many times tonight, so good to see him in the insert. And let's open up one more pack before we show these packs. Let's see. Wrong Jansel, not the D-backs Jansel. We have Hesong Kim, Rockstar Rookies, a Smith Pena, and Christian Moore Chrome. And Victor Rodriguez and Cam Smith Chrome. Let's see. Feels like the $3.95 spent you sent on Villarroel was a good idea. Congrats, Ben. I'd say so. Best $3.95 spent on the night. Sirens are a little bit late for that big hit. Sirens coming to celebrate the big hit there of Villarroel on the orange Reptilian. Luis Pena getting some paper. Have not said his name many times tonight. We have a JJ Weatherholt, another insert there with the top 100. Tsung-Chi Chen and Jose Perella Chromes. Upside down Jackson Merrill paper. Max Clark Chrome. Cody Freeman Chrome. Spencer Swellenbach getting another insert with the greatness loading. And Charlie Condon, another nice Reptilian pull. And Franklin Arias finally getting on the board as well. So a couple of big name hits there with the Franklin Arias Chrome and the Charlie Condon Reptilian, adding to our other nice Reptilian hit from earlier of Eduardo Quintero, as well as the Villarroel Orange Reptilian Auto. Put those two on the stand together. Condon and Quintero. And let me try and get the glare off of this Morejo. There we go. 6 more packs to go. I tried to keep lots of excitement for the last 6 packs by switching the order, and I might have totally failed. Let's see what hits we have left for these last 6 packs. Acuna Jr. light indeed. Kevin did not said his name many times tonight at all, I think. We have a Roki Sasaki rookie of Rookie Rockstars, Josh Noth and Gregory Barrios. Top 100 of Bryce Rayner, Pablo Guerrero and O'Neal Perez Chromes. Aaron Estrada Chrome and JJ Weatherholt finally getting a base Chrome on the board. So ticking off some of the names that we're searching for. Weatherholt now with at least 2 inserts and a base chrome. Aaron Estrada and Noth. Noth adding to, I think it was a Reptilian. We hit of him before. Peyton Eels. We have hit a couple of Peyton Eels. I don't remember if they came out of jumbos, but we have not said his name many times tonight yet. So let's see if we can make that jumbo prediction come true. Final 3 packs out of the hobby portion. And it starts with a top 100 of Welbin Francisa, Hayden Alvarez, and Carlos Tavares chromes. JJ Weatherholt getting a paper there. Kyle Teal and Caleb Lomavita chromes. First time on the board for the first round catcher. Purple paper coming up here of a first. Jackson Humphreys. First time I believe I've said his name there. Numbered 70 of 250. We have a Cooper Pratt VIP. Goes to the insert only lot. And Humberto Cruz, the base reptilian on that brown San Diego jersey. Doesn't look bad. Yumin Lin finishes up the chrome portion of the hobby portion of the break. So Humberto Cruz, another nice reptilian there. Jackson Humphreys getting on the board with a hit there with the purple paper. And Caleb Lomavita getting on the board in chrome for the first time. And we're still in search of our first Luis Pena and Jesus Madej base chrome of the night, as well as Peyton Eels. All right, let me shift over these piles before we get into the demo portion so we have space for at least the first box. Not a lot of non-first chromes in those hobby boxes. We don't hate that. A lot more firsts than non-firsts is not a bad problem to have. Coastal Carolina. Meb, they seem like they're a sneaky baseball school. Didn't Chase DeLauder go to Coastal Carolina, or was he JMU? I think he was JMU. I feel like somebody recently came out of Coastal Carolina, or maybe they just made a run recently. All right, here we go to the jumbos. How's UVU looking tonight, Meb? Let's see, 3 autos out of a couple of boxes here. We've done pretty well on our first 3 autos, so if we can keep that trend going. Gold, orange base of a big name player. If we could keep anything like that going, we'll have no complaints of the autos for tonight. All right, here we go with the jumbos. Let's see. Just let me know in the chat that everything's good with the stream. I want to make sure we're not having any issues. We're just at a quiet chat moment. Man, there we go. Got walked off by Cal Poly. Oh, man. Thank you, Kevin, for confirming. And here we go. Are they still alive, or was that an elimination game, Meb? All right, starting off the jumbo portion, we have a Rockstar Rookies Drew Thorpe, Bryce Eldridge VIP, Frania Barrett Montilla getting on the board for the first time to start off the Chromes, Aiden Miller, Hyunsuk Jang, Cam Smith, and a numbered reptilian starts us off. Gold numbered reptilian of Fabian Lopez. We had like no hits ever of Fabian Lopez, and we have a double hit night for him. Purple and gold reptilian, 31 of 50 there. And our top 100 is major leaguer now, Edgar Caro. I think he's hitting in like the 280s from what I remember seeing him on Wednesday. I think he picked up a hit in that game, or maybe I'm thinking of Corey Lee picked up a hit in that game. Corey Lee hitting over 300. All right, gold on the board to start. Where is Janik, Cam Smith, and Griffin? Let's go with them. Well, we had a Cam Smith in the last pack, and we have a Connor in this pack, so they exist, but let's get something big for you. We have a Speckle Auto. I see a pad. I want to say it's Hyung Chen Jack Lines. That was the other possibility there. Jack Lines having another break with an autograph in one of our breaks. I think we had one last break as well. Maybe the last two. 56 of 299 there, our first autograph of the jumbo portion of the break. James Wood, greatness loading. And somebody said Peyton Neal's hits in jumbos. There he is. Peyton Neal's chrome. Cade Horton, Nate Nankill, George Clausen back on the board, Christian Moore. And to the back, we have that Connor Griffin top 100. UVU is out. Damn. Do you have a son that's playing at UVU right now? Or was Casey graduated from there and your other son is graduating high school now? We have something coming up. Oh, is this going to be my first spotlight that we've pulled? I didn't even realize there were spotlights in this. It's been so long since we pulled one. And here we go. Roki Sasaki, of all people, on the SP. Congrats, Roki Sasaki spot. Maybe the nicest card we've pulled of him yet. Spotlight, Roki Sasaki short print. Nick York, Rookie of the Year favorites. Nick Kurtz, VIP. Chrome of Jackson Humphreys, Jack Penny, Alejandro Rosario, Franklin Arias on the board for the second time, and Cody Freeman. And a top 100 of Nick Kurtz. So double Kurtz insert pack there for the Kurtz spot. A couple of nice pitching prospects there with Rosario and Humphreys. Huge SP there for Roki. I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to put the Roki up there. I'm going to put the Morejo over on the side. We're going to take down the reptilian hits for now, at least. And second Arias Chrome on the board. That Roki is very solid. Younger kid, probably headed to AZ JUCO. All right, keeping things moving. Possibility of an autograph in this pack. Let's see. We have a Luis Angel Acuna Rookie of the Year favorites. And yeah, we are going to get an autograph. And it's going to be another big name base. Kevin McGonigal on the board. There we go. Base auto of McGonigal. That might be my first one. Braylon Payne. That we're finally going to get the names here. Jesus Madej. Chase Burns. Carlos Tavares. And Cameron Sullivan Chromes. Madej on the board for the first time in Chrome, and a top 100 of Kyle DeBarge. Good chance that means we have a Pena coming up very soon as well. But McGonagall with ink. I think somebody might have just purchased McGonagall tonight, so good for them to pick one of the auto spots. I think I need to take the Cags down off the stand to get that one up there, and then we're gonna move the McAdoo for now, but I want to get that back up on a stand when we have room. Nice display now. Couple of big autograph hits. Joffrey and McGonagall in base. Couple of nice low-numbered autographs. We have a yellow coming up in paper here. That'll be our low-numbered paper hit so far. Christian Moore, Greatness Loading. Walker Jenkins, VIP. Kyle DeBarge adding a chrome. Marcos Torres. Nibel Mariano. Aspel Gonzalez and Malcolm Moore on the board for the second time tonight. We have the yellow is a first. Jose Perella, another nice hit for a Guardians prospect. Jose Perdomo with the top 100. So the yellow paper refractor is number 63 of 75 on the Guardians' first prospect there. Malcolm Moore and Aspel Gonzalez. Nice hits. Second time on the board in chrome for them. DeBarge might be the first time in chrome for DeBarge. We should not have an autograph in this pack. So let's go with this one next. All right. So we have a red rookie coming up here, I believe, and it's David Festa. Otani on the board for the second time tonight with the Hobby Legends hit. Bryce Rayner, Josue Briseño on the board for the first time. James Tibbs, David Ortiz Jr., and Jose Perdomo with the top 100 of Cam Collier. Double Otani Hobby Legends. Unfortunately, that means still no Ronald Acuna Jr. on his week that he returned to the majors. Hit a home run in his first at bat. I didn't realize Michael Harris was out also. So they got him back as well this week. So the Braves not in a terrible position right now. Cooper Pratt, another VIP there. Yermi Cabrera on the board in chrome. Hagen Smith, D'Angelo Ortiz, Connor Griffin. We have what looks like it might be a fuchsia wave first of Elvin Garcia, numbered 48 of 199. Fuchsia first there. And Marcelo Mayer, the now major leaguer, or at least last time I checked, major leaguer, on the top 100. See how long it means they now hold back Roman Anthony. Elvin Garcia to 199. Shouldn't be an autograph in this pack. So we'll go to this one next. All right, and we have our Rookie of the Year favorites of Kobe Mayo. Travis Bazzana getting another hit there with the Greatness Loading. Sammy Stafora Chrome. Jared Sundstrom. Zaire Hope. Dylan Fine. Steven Echevarria said his name a lot tonight, it feels like. I think at least 3 times in chrome for Echevarria. And our top 100, Spencer Jones, another insert only. All right, time to open up some more penny sleeves. Time to sleeve up the Kobe Mayo. And time to open up what should not be an auto pack here either. Give me an Acuna, hold on the Mayo. Let's see. We have no color in this one. All right, we have the Chrome starting off with Anderson Brito, Chen Wei Lin, Richard Matic, Jose Perella, and Samuel Basayo. Luis Pena on the board, and with Madej in paper, have not seen that Madej Chrome come out yet. Bryce Eldridge on the top 100, another insert only there. So Basayo, Brito, Chen Wei Lin, Richard Matic, and Jose Perella Chromes there. That could be an auto pack. So let's go to this one first, which shouldn't be. Looks like no color here either. Or maybe because we have 4 inserts. Let's see if one of these is numbered. We have a Hobby Legends Paul Skeens, not numbered. We have a James Wood Rockstar Rookies, also not numbered. Hagen Smith Greatness Loading, not numbered. And Sebastian Walcott VIP, so just a 4 insert pack. Robert Cayaz, Javier Magayon, Walker Jenkins, Didier Fuentes, Quinn Matthews, and top 100 of Matt Shaw. Back in the majors, Matt Shaw. James Wood and Skeens, and one more auto to go in these last 2 packs. So far, we have McGonigal on the board, and we had, I forgot what the first one was. Looks like that's going to be a red rookie redemption there, and it's Shea Whitcomb. Behind that, we have a base autograph of Chase Burns. Different way to do that one. Chase Burns, base auto non-first. Justinson Garcia, Seaver King, Chase Mobley, Joffrey Rodriguez back on the board. Romeo Sanabria, first reptilian, and top 100 of Ethan Salas. So interesting pack there. Sanabria getting the hit. Joffrey back on the board. And Chase Burns, for the first time in this product, getting an autograph. So base McGonigal, base Burns, and Jack Lyons was the other one, number 2, $2.99. Final pack of the hobby. I don't even know what that is that's going by my apartment right now. Oh, it's a garbage truck. It sounded like a rocket was taking off. We have a Thomas Ajazi Rockstar Rookies, VIP Matt Shaw, Andrew Painter, Will Simpson, Jonathan Long, Romeo Sanabria, and Blake Walters. So interesting. We got a hobby box with a Jesus Madej and no Pena Chrome. First time I've seen that. And Jacob Melton on the top 100. We should have space to go right into this second jumbo box here. Now that we have this moved over, I want to expand the display a little bit more and get that Charles McAdoo Blue Wave color match back on the board. See if we can fit the Chase Burns up there as well. And it's up there, right? That was crazy. Acuna Jr., not an easy hit in this product. Having a quiet one tonight. What do we think about the Pacers' chances of beating the Thunder? Sad night on TNT last night. Besides the Knicks losing, which I was technically rooting for because I was rooting for my Zags all the way. But yeah, last night of NBA on TNT, they were definitely feeling the emotions. I was excited to see Gonzaga starter against Gonzaga starter, the only school to have a starter on both of the teams in the finals. Chet against Nemhart. Helen saying, just wanted to say thank you for the Chase Burns auto to go along with the Morejo. Wow, Helen having a night. Pacers to win it all. Helen having a couple of nice nights. Pacers fan getting a win and following that up with a Chase Burns auto and Morejo gold auto. You would even take Ronald Acuna Jr. filler? All right, here we go. The last box of the night, starting off with a Chen Wei Lin, Richard Matic, Robert Kayaz, and Slade Caldwell back on the board. Third time in Chrome for him. Owen Wild back on the board. And a top 100 of Chase DeLauder. Another one of them going to the insert-only spot. Loading up for Alex today. Let's see. The NBA on TNT is done. Yeah, they the contract went to, I think, ABC and ESPN to have the finals now. We have a green coming up in paper. I think it's a lime green. And it is Brian Reynolds, another one going to one of the leftover lots. Reynolds going to the National League lot. I believe that's Alex's. Connor Norby, Rockstar Rookies. Luis Angel Acuna, Greatness Loading. Matt Shaw, VIP. Chrome of Magayon. Oops, wrong pile. Walker Jenkins. Justin Sin Garcia. Let's leave that one up. Luis Morejo back on the board after his gold auto. Jacob Wright. And Jefferson Caro, another top 100. Jefferson Caro is on fire right now. I don't know how much longer the Brewers are going to be able to keep him in the minor leagues the way he's playing in AAA currently. I think his OPS is like 1,200 or something, if I remember that correctly. I remember looking at his stats and just being shocked. Any breaks for tomorrow? No breaks for tomorrow. But Brian is breaking on Tuesday. So Tuesday and Thursday this week, Brian will be running breaks. Let's see if we're going to get our first auto here in our first stack. We have a rookie red redemption of Nick York. We have a Kevin Alcantara rookie of the year favorites. And we have a number to 499 autograph of Yeremy Cabrera. Not a bad one to hit there. I know we have a couple Yeremy Cabrera chasers. Refractor of Yeremy Cabrera. There's a little bit of a, what's it called? Like divot thing. I forgot what those are called. Seaver King, Yeremy Cabrera getting a base chrome as well. Alex Mooney and Wenhui Pan. And Marcus Toros on the Reptilian. Top 100 of Blake Mitchell. Again, going to the insert-only spot. Dimple. Thank you, Kevin. But Yeremy, 353 of 499 on the auto for a nice prospect there. Continuing the run of pretty nice autos tonight. I think I have to switch the McAdoo for that one. As much as I want to keep that good-looking blue on blue up there, I think the Cabrera's got to take the stand there. And no Will Simpson tonight. Maybe Chrome. All right, so that was in the bottom row. So let's go to all of the bottom rows now. Save some autos for the last pack. Brian is going to be running 6 hobby boxes on Tuesday and Thursday this week. So 1 numbered auto out. 1 Luis Angel Acuna red redemption. That's not dead. That could happen. Josue Briseño chrome, James Tibbs, Frania Bermontia, Connor Griffin, and Dylan Fine. And a top 100 of Braden Montgomery. Finally, one that goes to a player that was listed in the auctions tonight, Braden Montgomery. Montilla and Briseño, 2 nice hits for Detroit prospects. And Luis Angel Acuna was the Rookie of the Month in the first season of Major League Baseball in the National League. However, Augustin Ramirez could be giving him a run for his money. I can't remember who else is in contention for Rookie of the Year in the National League. I feel like there was another name that was surprising to me that was listed as a favorite there. Wasn't Sasaki. We have a Trout Hobby Legends, another Cooper Pratt VIP, Alejandro Rosario Chrome, Anderson Brito, Jack Lines, Carlos Laura, and a yellow Chrome first of Andrew Morris. 34 of 75 there on the Chrome first. Top 100, Leo DeVries. James Wood, possibly. I don't think that was the name I saw as current odds leader, but definitely a strong possibility there too for Wood. Andrew Morris there on the yellow. We have more color coming up here. If I remember correctly, that's going to be Ricardo Yan on the fuchsia coming up there. We have Adel Amador Rockstar Rookies, Leo DeVries VIP, Jonathan Long back on the board in Chrome, Emilian Petrie, Christian Campbell, Yancel Louise, and it is Ricardo Yan. Bookend. 199 of 199 on the fuchsia wave there, Ricardo Yan. That's a cool one. We have a Joffrey Rodriguez top 100. Wood is not eligible. Okay, I thought that might be the situation. Why Wood wasn't somebody whose name I was thinking of there. All right. Autos are live again. One auto down, number to 499. Yermi Cabrera. Not a bad way to start off the box. Let's see if we can stay hot. We have a Hobby Legends Bazana. We have a base autograph of Aaron Estrada. Another nice first base auto there. McGonigal, Joffrey, and Aaron Estrada. Jesus Madej back on the board in Chrome. Chase Burns, Kyle DeBarge, Chase Mobley, Joffrey Rodriguez. Weird again that we see a Madej and no Luis Pena. Yoandry Vargas top 100. Christian Campbell started off hot, but yeah, struggling now in both this break as well as his performance for the Red Sox. Second time on the board for Jesus Madej. I put that on Acuna in the wrong stack. Joffrey having a nice night. Chase Mobley and Kyle DeBarge back on the board for them. And Aaron Estrada getting the base chrome, the second last autograph of the break tonight. Time for me to open up one more pack of top loaders. I hear the Mets are going to miss out on Yamamoto in their upcoming series. All right, so there's not going to be autos in these two or this one. Cooper Pratt said his name a weird amount of times for an insert-only guy tonight. We have Jace Young on the Rookie of the Year favorites and Kenzie Noel Rockstar Rookies. Sebastian Walcott VIP, Chrome of Aiden Miller, Peyton Eels, Cade Horton, Stephen Echevarria again. Robio Sanabria said his name a lot tonight. Top 100, Cooper Pratt. Shouldn't be an autograph here. One base, one number to 499 out of this box so far. We'll see what our final autograph of this break is going to be. We have a Kyle Teal greatness loading. Could be seeing him at the major league level pretty soon. Nick Kurtz, VIP. Marcos Torres, Naibel Mariano, Chrome. Bryce Rayner, Travis Bazzana, and D'Angelo Ortiz, Chrome. Oh, how about this? We have a Bowman foil, Cody Freeman short print. First one of those sneaking in tonight. Cody Freeman, first Bowman foil, retro foil. James Tibbs, top 100. So Cody Freeman sneaking in a hit at the end here. Took us a while, but we've hit a few of these recently. I feel like maybe that might be our fifth. Congrats, Cody Freeman spot on getting the alleged SP. For an SP, we've hit a few of them. Last three packs here. We have another Cags on the board. VIP of Cags, Hagen Smith, Sammy Stafora, Jared Sundstrom, Jacob Bresnahan, and Zach Showalter. Top 100, Johnny Farmello. Stacks over here getting very tall. 2 packs left. I think I went with this one last time, and it was the autograph. Let's see. Let's go. Let's go for it. If this is an autograph, it's base. Let's find out. We have a James Wood, Hobby Legends. We have a Christian Moore, Greatness Loading, and it is not an autograph. Zaire Hope. So we'll have the auto in the last pack. Andrew Painter. There's Will Simpson. Luke Sennard. Hyung Chan There's Pena in paper. Been a quiet night for him. Ryan Clifford, another top 100 going to the insert only lot. Locklear, let's go for Takumi. Let's see what this final autograph of the break is going to be. Everybody, good luck. One more big hit. Come on. Let's finish the night with something nice besides that number 1 overall prospect there. We are going to get, it is going to be a base autograph coming up here. So let's save that for the end. Nate Nankill Chrome. Jackson Humphreys, Jack Penny, Blake Walters, and Humberto Cruz Chrome. Seen a bunch of those guys in Chrome tonight. Roman Anthony on the top 100. There's Locklear in paper. All right, let's see what we have for our final autograph of the night. The Chromes have been good to us so far. Spencer Schwellenbach on the Greatness Loading. And behind the Sajazi paper, we have a Naibel Mariano. I thought for a second it was going to be a retro based on the little fade on this card, but that's true of all Naibel Marianos. That's just the way this picture's taken. So Naibel Mariano finishes the night off with an autograph. Quiet one for Acuna, quiet one for Chase Hampton. I don't remember if I said his name at all in Chrome. All right, let's recap the hits from tonight. Like I mentioned, Brian will be back with half cases of hobbies on Tuesday and Thursday. I'll be back with the same format next week. Hey, I would say not one of our best breaks for sure this week, but a number of really nice hits in this one. So definitely not one to complain about either. We are starting the recap with 2 Jesus Medees, 2 Franklin Arias Chromes, 1 JJ Weatherholtz, 1 Kevin McGonigal, Slade Caldwell getting on the board for Joey G 1, 2, 3 times. Quintero getting on the board twice in the first box and then never again. And Charlie Condon on the board once. Going to the main stack of hits. Acunulus, yeah. He is a tough chase in this one, that's for sure. All right, let's go through the Reptilians first. Fabian Lopez had a night, didn't he? All right, our Reptilians, we had Matt Wilkinson, Andrew Morris, Wenhui Pan, Humberto Cruz, Fabian Lopez, Charlie Condon, Eduardo Quintero, Romeo Sanabria, and Marcos Torres. So all firsts on the Reptilians. Base auto of Naibel Mariano. Cody Freeman getting the Bowman foil SP. Aaron Estrada base auto. Luis Angel Acuna getting the red rookie. Ricardo Yan, numbered 199 of 199 on the Fuchsia Wave. Andrew Morris, yellow, numbered 34 of 75. Charles McAdoo getting the blue color match on the blue wave there. Brian Reynolds, lime green paper. Elvin Garcia, fuchsia wave. Jose Perella, yellow paper. Jack Lines, speckle auto. Jackson Humphreys, purple paper. Winston Santos. Fernando Cruz getting 2 of our 3 X-Fractors. Mini Diamonds. Esmith Pineda. Changchi Chan. And Max Clark. Josh Noth getting number 81 of 199 on another Fuchsia Wave. Adrian Del Castillo, pink paper. Bo Bichette, purple pattern paper. Naibel Mariano getting his second hit there with the Wave Refractor. And Fabian Lopez getting the purple to 250. Why do I feel like there was a third Fabian Lopez that I'm missing here? Was it just the 2? Oh, the Fabian Lopez was a gold Reptilian. That's what I was confused about. All right, then going to the background display, we have Chase Burns on the base autograph. We have double Cags hits. Cags Refractor to 499 and Cags X-Fractor on his call-up night. Yermi Cabrera on the Refractor auto to 499. Luis Morejo on the gold auto numbered 42 of 50. I'm going to go Joffrey next on the base autograph. Then I'm going to go McGonigal base auto. Then we're going to go Roki Sasaki on the SP. Spotlight SP of Roki Sasaki. Big hit there. And then the hit of the night, I'm going with the orange Reptilian auto number 21 of 25, Yancel Villaroel. All right, let me catch up with the chats. Thank you, Alex. Easy as well. SVT, sorry on the quiet Hampton night. Hopefully we get you better next time. Thank you, everybody, for joining. And hopefully we'll see you back here Tuesday, Thursday, and then back next Sunday again for our upcoming breaks. Thanks to Kumi. Thank you, everybody. Have a good start to your week, everyone.